Welcome back to Four Minds Anime. On today's episode of Spy X Family, we will see how this family adventure started. Stay tuned and caution, there will be spoilers. It all started on a beautiful day, a shining sun, and beautiful sky. Nah, just kidding. We all start seeing a diplomat being murdered. This diplomat was from Ostania, country next to Westalis, from where our spy is. Looks like both countries are in war, and to solve this war and make peace between the two nations, they need someone. That someone is nothing more, nothing less than Twilight, the spy of 1000 Faces, as you formerly know as Loid Forger. We know that to be a spy, he needs to take his ID and feelings out, because anything more can screw with the mission. The word that is needed is passed to him on a journal given by a mysterious person, maybe another spy, and with that word, specifications come too. The specifications are getting married and getting a son in 7 days. He accepts a job just to prove that fatherhood can be an act. And what an act, right? To carry a son and take care of it. It must be easy, he thought, right? But nah. He starts the new life as a psychiatrist, and the next step is getting a son. He then decides to go to an orphanage where he meets with Anya, who we see using her telepathic powers. As Twilight thought that he's six, a kid with 6 years old, and after watching her, he saw that she should have 4 or 5 years. She then starts saying she is 6. Why? Because she read his mind. Duh. After she outsmarts him with some crosswords, he decides to take her as part of his family. Then we learn who she was, a human subject called 007, who escaped and have been from place to place singing shelter, and fortunately she found one. After getting in her new home, she turns on the TV and guess what she liked to see? The adventure anime Spy Wars. What some coincidence, right? While shopping with her, he realizes that he doesn't know her, and he must too. Of course, she read his mind, and what did she do? Of course, she did a good presentation of what she likes and not. After a while, he gets the same conclusion that he doesn't understand her, right? This mate needs studies, needs really studies. Being parent is a bigger mission, and that's the conclusion he came to. So he starts to study really hard, at least for a night. After a big night of understanding childs, Twilight decides to accomplish the mission he needs to see the academic prowess she has, who she answers that she doesn't need to study because she can read everyone's mind. Upset, Twilight decides to go out and order to stay and watch the house. And of course, she doesn't want it, right? Who would want to stay in the house while being a child who just wants to play? He then discovered that she had other identities and have been in 4 foster homes and 2 institutions. While discovering that, she was bored at home and finds and touches some of his spy equipment. By doing so, some thieves are notified with a message she sent unconsciously. As he comes back, he notices that something's wrong and he is assaulted by those thieves that put him to sleep, supposedly. The thieves had taken the child hostage and brought Twilight to their chief. But when they were to see who the spy was, they get abased because Twilight had won and one of the thieves had changed places, and without further notice, the girl and the fake thug that was Twilight had escaped, fortunately. And we come to know, after that, what was the reason for him to be a spy, so that no child ever come back to cry. Woohoo! They come back safe, and some days after, Anya passes the exam and enters the school that she was supposed to go, so that he can accomplish the mission. He became so happy that after relaxing, the fatigue came, and he was put to sleep like he was almost dead. As he was resting, the mailman came to deliver a letter, and that letter was nothing more, nothing less, to inform that she was accepted and that it was needed for both parents to be present on the presentation. And guess what? There's no mother. As you can see, the next chapter will have more interesting news, and if you want to know and see how we'll discover a new wife and mother to her daughter, just press the like button and subscribe. That will help me making more content for you. Thank you for watching, and don't lose the next episode on For Mind Anime.